Hello, guys. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Avoid TV live stream. My name is Ikuya, or you can call me Ikuya Wafoy, or you can call me Wafoy. Welcome to the Wafoy TV platform. If this is your first time here, please make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and then you follow the page. All right, so that whenever there is a live video, you will get a notification. Those of you who follow this page already, if you are not getting as much notification, then it's because you are not visiting this page. You must visit this page regularly so that Facebook algorithm will let videos about Wofoi TV, pop up in your news feed. Okay, but please make sure you have subscribed to the YouTube channel. We need to grow the YouTube channel. But thank you so much for coming in here today. Good morning. Let me know where you're watching from. It is 7:17 a.m. in Texas Central Time. The sun is already rising. I can see that the light is out. But how is everyone doing? I'm going to address some few questions that have come up on this page within this week. Okay, and then we'll talk about the DNA testing. So the things that I'm going to talk about today will be finding schools, finding scholarships, and then the DNA testing issue that just came up this morning. Today I shared DNA testing interview experience on this page, and I want to talk about it a little bit. So anybody who is waiting to go for an interview, and you have children and you are interested in that, just hang on in there. I will talk about the DNA testing, the process. I made a video, I would say maybe last year or even the year before. Sorry, the ring light is on there. And this was the video. It was in Chi. I explained the DNA testing procedure in Chi language, which is my language, right? So, but I never did it in English. I've done a video about, things to do, things that will trigger DNA testing. I'm talking about the process itself. So, I will talk about it, but I also make a video in English telling you about the whole procedure. So look out for that video. But we're going to talk about finding schools first, and then talk about scholarships, and then we'll go to the DNA testing. So just be ready. If you are not able to stick around till the duration of the live video, the video will be posted here. You can come back and find it. All right. I hope you can come back and find it. So welcome, guys. I really appreciate your love and support. Those of you from Liberia, those from Ghana, those from Nigeria, those from Sierra Leone, Cameroon, Burundi, where Senegal, the Gambia, wherever you are watching me from. Those of you from South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, I really love and appreciate all the support that you guys give me over here. Thank you so much. I can't thank you guys enough. But let me go straight into the topic that I wanted to discuss today. So the first thing that I want to talk about is finding schools. Finding schools. I made a post on this page. I made a video that challenging you guys to go to Google and experiment looking for schools. Okay, go and experiment. This is the thing. Sometimes we have created a box for ourselves, and we have put ourselves inside those box, and we have locked it, and we are holding the key inside the box. But the way to unlock it, we are holding the key, but then we are like, I'm inside the box. I can't do it. I can't get out. And then me, I am standing outside of this box where you lock yourself inside, telling you, you are holding the key. Unlock the box and get out. Right? It's like somebody is inside the car and they say that the car is locked. They cannot get out. And you are like, sister, push that button on the car door. It will unlock the car doors and you can open. Or push that button on the car door. It will unlock and you can get out. And then the person still is telling you, I can't open, no, I am still stuck. I want us to get our minds out of that box, or out of the car that we've locked ourselves inside, And we only have the power to get ourselves outside of that car. But then we are telling ourselves we can't. That is why I was challenging you guys to go on Google, experiment. You see, finding a school in America is not that difficult. Google has made every information, every university in America has a website. So what Google does is that Google is able to pull every information that day on the internet. That is why when I tell you that go and Google, if the thing is on the internet, Google will find it. Okay? But in order to find something on Google, you have to type in keywords. Okay? When you heard the gossip about Sarkodie and Yvonne Nelson, when you came on Facebook, how did you find the video? You type Yvonne Nelson. And then Facebook gave you suggestion of videos that are mentioning Yvonne Nelson in the title. And then you got them. Or you type Sarkodie, and then Facebook gave you suggestion of post videos where Sarkodie's name day. It even gave you Sarkodie's even own page. The same thing that when you go on Google, you must do. You must give Google some keywords. The keywords are just the words or the phrases that relates to what you're looking for. If I'm looking for the cheapest car dealer in Liberia, I go to Google and I need to tell Google that what am I looking for, cheap or the cheapest? What am I looking for? I'm looking for car dealer. Where am I looking for this information from? Liberia. So that if you go on Google and you type cheapest car dealer, Google will give you the cheapest car dealer all over the world, right? But the thing is that you are only interested in Liberia, so you need to give the name Liberia so that Google will know that, oh, this woman is not asking for cheapest car dealers in Ghana or in Kenya or in Cameroon. They are only interested in Liberia. And so long as that information is on the internet, Google will give you. So when you go to Google, that is how you should think. Google needs your keywords. The keywords must be relevant to the information you are looking for. So if you are looking to come to school in America, your keywords should include schools. Your keywords should include America. And since, like I said, whether you want public university or private university, that won't be your own matter. If you want a public university, I've told you the differences between public and private university. Okay, public universities are funded by the government, so they are not looking to make profits. Private universities, sometimes they are looking for profit, so they are, as a business. Private universities are like businesses. They are looking for profit. Public universities, their interest is not to make money. The government gives them money to subsidize their, of course you go pay school fees now. So typically, public universities are cheaper because government has taken part of the expenses of the school. Private university, it be whoever started the school and their board of directors and whoever their investors and their financiers are. Those are the people who must bear all the costs, and they want to make money. That is why I like mentioning public university, because for most of us it is cheap for us than going to private universities. So since you are interested in public universities in America, you go to Google. You don't go and type, I'm trying to go to school in America. You will type public universities in America. You want to give Google the keywords that Google needs so that it can look around, right? It's like a library. Google is like a library. When you're looking for a book, you are not looking for a sentence. You are looking for certain keywords, and then you go through the library. Those of us, I know some of you are young. Those of us in library, we used to have library card. When you go, they write the information a little bit, tell you where the book is located, and you use the card to find that book. That is how Google does it, because Google has indexed a lot of information online. So even if you are not interested in going to school now, practice that. Practice that. We are already doing this. Remember I told you guys, if there's any gossip that they drop in Liberia, let's say there's a gossip right now in Liberia that one man turned into a bird. One man in Liberia has turned into a bird, and you were looking for that information. You will know that a man turns into a bird in Liberia. You will know what to type. So transfer that knowledge to finding schools. Okay? Transfer that knowledge. Alright? What I try to do on this platform is to help you train yourself to do the thing on your own, so that tomorrow, if I know they're here, it will not be that now that this lady is not here, we can't even find the school. Or one day, if Facebook they say, hey, you this girl, your page, we go take them from you. Then now you cannot get the information because you are dependent on me. That is one thing that I don't like in every aspect of my life. I don't like anybody depending on me because it is too much burden for me to carry. That is why I want you, not that I am a stingy person, not that I don't want to help you. I want you to be able to do these things on your own, so that I know the bluff over you because I get the information where you don't get, right? That is why I want you to learn to be able to do some of these things, so that nobody go boss over you, nobody go flex over you. Hey, give me the university, please, I can't. And then you are begging some small girl, some small boy, because you want some links, right? This is why I want to make sure that you have the tools, you build those skills that will help you find those information on your own. Okay? We can only get better by practicing. We can only get better by practicing. So when I give you information and you don't practice it, you will never get better with that. You will not get better because you have refused to do the research. So my people, when I posted that video, only a few people participated in that challenge. I made the whole video challenging you, my people, that go on Google, try and see if you can do a Google search of public universities in America for 5 states. You only need to share 2 states. Share 2 universities, 2 or 3 universities in 2 states. Post it under the video. Go and see the video where I get yellow borders around. Go and see the number of people who participated. But the post where I said I'm going to be sharing links, go and see the number of people saying, sister, I'm interested. Please cancel that word, I'm interested, from your life. Okay? Because I feel it is the thing that is preventing you from going out there to seek something, going out there to learn something, seek knowledge for yourself. I am interested. That word, oh yeah, carry it, cancel it out of your vocabulary now. Cancel it from your vocabulary now. I am interested. I have done a video. I've told you how to do the thing. Just listen to the video. Go and do it exactly. The video was just 7 minutes. If you consistently refuse to do the things that you are supposed to do on your own, the skills that you're supposed to acquire on your own, how you go manage in America? You will suffer. I am telling you. When I came to America, I went to community college, which is in Africa we say like diploma, right? A college that teaches you only mostly for diploma courses and certificates. And then I moved to the university. So I have been in both places, and I can tell you, Americans will not baby you the way some of you want to be babied. Okay, now we are making baby a verb. Some of you want to be babied. Hey, please, can you do this for me? I am gentle. Put gloves on your hand and before you touch me. I am a baby. I'm delicate. I cannot do that. Because when you come to America, they will not baby you. They will give you assignment where your heart Those of you who are Ghanaians, you understand me. Those of you who understand Tree, I know some Liberians understand Tree. Those of you who lived in Ghana, I am saying that your heart will drop. Sometimes you see an assignment, you're like, hey, small girl like me, small man like me, how can I do this? But that is where all the skills that you have, you're like, okay, take a deep breath and let me think. Okay, I will start by doing this and do this and do this, and then with time, you're like, okay, now I'm getting comfortable. In college, when they gave me, when I started community college, one of my classes, it was English class. So I had to do English composition 1, English composition 2, I did literature. And in English composition 1, as for that one, me, I like writing stories. So that one, it was easy for me because it's easy when you tell me like, oh, write, they give you a topic and then you go and write the story, you create your own story. Like that one, I'm good at it, okay? I know they brag, but I was good at it even in Ghana. So it was easy for me. But then we moved to literature, where you read the book and you are supposed to analyze it and come up with is it personification? Is it this type of literary they say literary devices, and you're supposed to say, oh, this thing signifies this thing represents this. I was like, hey, these people will kill me. I was like, I was like, where do I start? Right? Then I went on Google. You see, when I tell you that use Google, get familiar with looking for things on Google just for fun. I went on Google. What is personification? Not that I haven't heard it before, but now it's like I'm in a new country. I need to understand how they use it over here. I went to Google, did the research. Oh, okay. This is how, saw some examples of how people have used it. That was when I started getting better at, writing in that class. That's how I was able to succeed. So when I tell you that, please get familiar with using Google to search for educational stuff, right? Because when you come to America and they give you that research, they expect you to deliver. Imagine that you have 4 classes in 1 week, and then you go to 2 classes or 3 classes on Monday. All of them have given you homework. All the classes that you attend on Monday, you will go back to those classes on Wednesday. The homework that they gave you on Monday, they want you to return it on Wednesday. Remember that on Tuesday you had another class. That class also gave you assignment where you must turn it in on Thursday. That is America. Before I came to America, my senior high school, I'm not here to trash any thing, but I remember in my senior high school, of course we had homework, of course we had quizzes, but it wasn't as plenty as in America. America, they will suffocate you with homework. They will suffocate you with projects. They will suffocate you with assignments. You will feel like, God, I can't do this, so I need to go back to Africa. That is how America is going to feel. That's why I'm not saying this to scare you. I want you to prepare yourself so that you have some of the skills. So that when you find yourself in that situation, you don't run back to Liberia, you don't run back to Ghana, you don't run back to Nigeria, you don't run back to Kenya. That, hey, the way this professor, they want to make my life miserable with homework. One class, it was cellular and molecular biology. I remember this, my professor, I'm not going to mention her name, but I remember her name. That class, I went to the class, after the lectures was over, I dropped her. I went to the class, after the class was over, because of the homework, this professor alone. One class, this woman gave us 3 homework, and all of them, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. And then you go to the next one, I was like, I drop them. After class, I went to my computer, drop them. I dropped the class. Because I was like, hey, you one person, I have 4 classes. And you one class, one day, you want to give me this many homework, and I was going back to that class the next day. So she wanted the assignment due the next day. Meanwhile, I have other classes where they've also given me homework. So if every professor is giving me homework left and right, and you one person, you want to give me 3, 4, hey, how will do them? I dropped that class. But it was until when I started getting comfortable with using Google to do research. My people, there are places on Google you have not gone there. There are places on Google you know they enter there. We all use the regular Google. There's Google Trends. Those of you who are into content creation, there's something called Google Trends. When you use Google Trends, what it does is that you can give it the keyword, and then you can see how has this word been trending. Maybe you make your post, you make your video, you make your blog post, and you want to see if this title you go give, the keywords that you put in there, will people find it when they search online? Google Trend, it has graphs. You can show that, okay, in Ghana, is this word trending there compared to America? There are places on Google, Google Scholar. Google has places that I didn't know they existed. But most of us, we just go to regular Google search, and then we just search what we're searching. But there are other places on Google that some of us, we haven't gone there. I want you to get into the habit of using Google so that you can get what you want. I'm telling you that any information that day on the internet, Google can find them for you. You just have to know how to type in keywords. Keywords. Those of you who are still wondering what is a keyword, let's say that you are looking for information about DNA testing video that I have done, or Foy has done. When you go to Facebook and you type on the search, you are not going to type, give me videos of DNA testing that Foy TV has done. You will not type that long sentence, right? You will type Foy TV, and then you add DNA testing, or Foy TV DNA. Do that, try that and see. It will pull every post that I have made, and I put DNA in the title or in the hashtag. It will pull them for you. So long as you type Foy TV and you add the DNA, right? So you have to look for the important words in your sentence. Those are the key words. The important words. You are looking for my videos that talk about DV lottery winners in 2022. DV 2022 winners. So when you come to Facebook and you're looking for those videos, you will type Foy TV in the search, and then you add DV 2022 and see. Facebook will give you the options. You will see videos. That's how you search for things. You have to look for the important words that are in that sentence. Okay? So please do the challenge. You'll be helping yourself. Okay? You'll be helping yourself. I posted that video yesterday. Yes, I think it was yesterday. It's on here. Look for it. It's a video that I have yellow banner around it. Okay? I intentionally did that so that it will be easy for you guys to recognize that video. So look for it. I'll be sharing information about some universities as much as I can. I am not always going to answer what you want. That is one thing you need to get comfortable with. Okay? Some of you are asking, sister, give me scholarship. I cannot give you scholarship. I know they offer scholarship. The schools that you search on Google, when you go to their website, they have scholarship links there. You see what your laziness is causing you. The school that I told you that go to Google, find public universities in America. When you find those schools, go to their website, right? When you go to that school's website, look at scholarship, financial aid, type scholarship in the school's website. There is a search there. You will see all the scholarship that particular school offers. And then you can read the requirements and then the time for application and when the application closes. Okay? Because when you ask the sister, give me scholarship, this is the thing that you have to understand. By the grace of God, we have 37,000 followers on this platform. I cannot get scholarship for everybody. There are some, maybe you want to go to one particular university, they not get scholarship that is suited for the program you want to do. You want to come and do political science in America. You want to come and learn history in America. Maybe the university that you love, you want to go to this university, but that university, they are not offering any scholarship for history students. So how would that help you? This is why I'm telling you that you have to do the research yourself. Many of you, when you go for the interview and you fail your interview, it is because you did not participate in your own process. The process to go to school in America, you did not take part. Somebody did everything. Somebody chewed it and put it in your mouth. So when you go for the interview and they ask you, why did you choose this university? If they make commotion in your head, if they scatter your brain, because you are not the one who chose that university. You are not the one who did the research. So when you go for the interview and they ask you, now you are like, please, it's a good university. Any council officer, when you tell them because it's a good university, they will know that you are not serious. You are not serious, right? Sometimes somebody may have everything and they go for interview and it doesn't go well. Imagine somebody who is coming to do a master's degree. A master's degree. You cannot type public universities on Google and find a school. And when you go for the interview, even though you have everything, you have the bank statement, you have practiced your questions and answers, and so you are good. But because you show to the consular officer that you are not equipped for university, you are not equipped for the program where you are going for, because it seems like somebody has made you a robot. Somebody is speaking through you. And you are here to just pour out what that person is saying to them. So even though you are good, even though you are good with your documents and everything, they still refuse you the visa. It's because when you are talking, Americans read body language now. They can tell if you have memorized the thing and my name is, and I come from this and that. Yeah. When we were growing, when we were kids, I remember I used to take part in poetry, and that time you memorize the thing. So you go there, my name is Sekia, I come from this, my poem is entitled. It's because we have memorized it. You can tell that this person has done chew and pour. They have memorized, that's what they're saying. But if you have not memorized it, the way you say the thing, you say with a different type of confidence, and it flows naturally, so they know that you know your thing. That's why you're talking. So that's why you must be part of your own journey to America. When I say be part, I'm not saying that just be a member. I am saying that be part of the research. Do some of the research yourself. Learn about the process, so that when you go for the interview and they ask you, because you know, they ask you, why did you choose this university? Please, I chose this university because it has one of the best environmental science researchers. Professor, you mentioned the professor's name, right? I'm just giving you an example. You don't have to say this. There's one of the best world researchers in environmental science, Professor This, who is a Nobel Prize winner. The school is also located in a city. I've been living in Accra all my life. I've been living in Monrovia all my life. So I wanted to find a school that is located in a big city. Another thing is that this school has an affordable tuition. Even though I have scholarship, I wanted to make sure that the tuition at this school is affordable, so that in the semester that if I don't get scholarship for the remaining of my program, I'll be able to, work on campus and afford to pay my tuition. Because the school is, even though the school is in a larger town, there are a lot of apartments that are close to the campus. So I'll be able to get on campus. They have a good African student organization on campus. I've already contacted some of them and they have given me a value of information that will help me be able to adapt on campus. When you say this to any consul officer, well, why would they think that you don't know what you're talking about? Right? Why would they think that they don't know what you're talking about? But because I did my own research, I know the school is located in a big city. I want to be in a big city. That's why I chose this school. I have contacted the African Student Association on campus, and the way they gave me good information, I know that when I go there and I suffer, my African brothers and sisters are there. They will help me so that I can, assimilate. Right? I have found out where I will stay. I know that their school fees is not that expensive. So even though I have scholarship, if they don't give me scholarship after this year, right? Because mostly they don't. Mostly a university will give you a scholarship for like 1 year. So you want to know that if the school fees is not that expensive, so that the time that if you don't get a scholarship, you'll be able to, pay small, like installment. You'll be able to still survive, right? But because I did my own research, when I go to the interview and they ask me, I am able to give this information. And the consul officer will be like, wow, it seems like you have done your research. Some people have gone for interview and the consul officer said, wow, it looks like you are very organized. Some people have gone for interviews and consul officer have told them, wow, it looks like you know your information very well. I remember I told you about our brother, one of our brothers from Cameroon. He was a DV lottery winner. He's here in America right now. When he went for the interview and they asked him what he wanted to do in America, the way he gave them information and the consul officer was like, wow, it seems like you have done your research. You have already planned your life. You know what you want to do. So if somebody who has the power to approve your visa and has the power to refuse, if that person is impressed with you, isn't it a good thing? It is like going to meet your girlfriend's mother and the woman likes you already. It's like going to meet your boyfriend's mother and she likes you already. You know that the marriage is already in process, right? That is how you're supposed to think about it. When you go for the interview and the consul officer is impressed because of the way you are delivering your information, you are showing them that you know your material. You know you are adequately prepared for this education that you're coming to do. Hi, Clifford, how are you? Wouldn't that go in your favor? Wouldn't that go in your favor? Remember that analogy that I just gave you. Meeting your girlfriend's mother and the woman likes you. Doesn't that make you feel like, this marriage, I have the approval? Even if just her mother, you know that the mother will fight for you, even if the father doesn't like you, right? Just think of it that way. You want the person who has the power to approve or refuse. You want that person to be impressed. So if you are coming to America and you for school and you cannot articulate yourself, show them that you are able to do research, because part of your education you'll be required to do research. You want to come and do PhD, but you cannot use Google. You want to come and do PhD. Some of you, that mindset alone, it makes me feel pity for the people who are giving you scholarship. If you want to come and do PhD, you should be able to search for basic information on the internet. And you cannot do that. PhD, they not go pamper you at all. I am telling you. If doing your undergraduate degree, which is your first degree, in America, there sometimes, they go hold your hand small, small. But even at some point, they will leave you to fly. Masters, you better be flying and holding an umbrella. PhD, you should be flying, holding an umbrella, and then typing. There, if you are coming to do PhD, the burden of responsibility is heavy. You should be able to do a lot more things than you want to do PhD, but you cannot do Google search. How did you finish your first degree? That is what you're saying. That is what you're saying. That you are incapable of doing Google search to find the school for the PhD program that you want to do. Then how did you get your first degree? How did you manage that? My people, I want you to be able to do these things. I give you some of the tools so that you can build off of the hydrogen area. I give you some of the tools so that you'll be able to build on that. So take part of that challenge, whether you need it now or you don't. It will make your brain sharp. It will sharpen, it will give you skills that somebody no get. Me, I am not going to school right now. Even though I told you I've been taking some courses, I am not enrolled in the school right now. But see where I did do research. Sometimes we do that so that our brain will be sharp, so that when we decide to go back to school, we will not be starting from ground zero. Some of you, if they give you a book right now, you can't read because it's been a long time since you opened a book. Sometimes do that so that your brain is fresh and still remembers certain things, right? Hi Moses, how are you? Right? So let's do that. Yes, Sandy, yes. You are capable of doing this. Oh, I've told you, my people. The people who do it, they are not smarter than you. They are not from a better background than you. They not get. Google is Google. Whether you are using whatever phone you're using, so long as it can go on the internet and do a search. If you go to Google, whether you use an Android phone or iPhone, the same results now you go get. So where is your excuse? Okay, now let's go to the next topic since I have few time out of your journey. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Please share this live video with your friends and families. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, okay? Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. This video will be posted on the YouTube channel. I want you guys to take some time. Those of you who want to watch it later, you can watch it on YouTube. Share this live video. I really love you. I want you to succeed. I want you to progress on your journey. Thank you guys, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys.